Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, good morning. My name is Srihari. I have 7 years of experience as a Power BI developer. So apart from the Power BI, I have good experience on SQL also. So let's start the session. So today we are going to discuss about Power BI concept. Okay. So here the today agenda is, so what is a Power BI? What is the need of a Power BI? And comparing with uh, Power BI, other tools, and architecture of the Power BI and components of the Power BI. So this is the today agenda. Okay. So first of all, what is a Power BI? Why we are using Power BI in real time? So Power BI is one of the business intelligent tool which is used to analyze the business requirement with the help of graphs. Okay, so if you want to understand the business requirements, we have a text format also. Okay, now for example I will show you text format. So this is also text format, but here the problem is this is some confusion. This is give the some confusion. Okay na. So the best example is, I will tell one small example here. I want to find out okay na, location wise how many employees are there. Okay now here employees are there and location is also there, and where it is location, or take the department. Okay now, so department wise how many employees are there. So if you want to find out these kinds of analysis, so definitely we will going to confuse here. Okay na. So to avoid this problem, okay na, they introduced graphical representation. Okay, so I will show you one diagram. Okay, yeah. Now you can see here. So this is the one small report. Okay, now regarding the um sales analysis report. This is, so here please observe. So here I created one small report regarding the sales analysis. Okay, now. So let us take one small example. Um, I have a DMart. Okay na. So within the DMarts or different types of products are there. So like pens, you know, clothes. So like here different kinds of products are available within the DMarts. Okay na. So now my requirement is, I want to find out the each product sales within the year. For example, let us see here. So here years are there. Okay na, like 2014, 15, 16, 17. So within the 2014, so what is the total sales? In 15, what is the total sales? In 16, what is the total sales? In 17, what is the total sales amount? So like that, if you want to analyze the business requirement, we have to use the these kinds of BA tools. So in a market, real time, there are different kinds of business intelligent tools are there nowadays. So like Power BI and Tableau, ClickView, Looker, Cognos. So like there are different kinds of business intelligent tools are there. Okay, na? So there are number of business intelligence are. So here among these all the business intelligent tool nowadays the most popular most popular business tool is Power BI. Okay, na? Most powerful business intelligent tool is the Power BI. Power BI is the one of the market leading business intelligent tool. To analyze the business requirements. Understood? So here let me explain this diagram. So here, so click if I am clicking the 2024. So here this is the total sales. Okay, na? So including 14, 15, 16, 17. So this is the total sales. So if you want to clicking them 14. So what happened? So this is the 2014 total sales 484K. Okay, na? And if I'm clicking this 15 sales, so 470 is the total sales. If I'm clicking 2016, so this is the total sales. So like that, you need to analyze the business requirement. Okay, na? And I want to find out the month wise total sales. Okay, na? So within the 2024, I want to find out the month wise total sales. So see here, this is the January total sales, and this is the February total sales. This is the March total sales. This is the April total sales. Like this, if you want to find out the business requirement, okay, na? Use these kinds of business intelligent tools. Understood? So here you can see the difference. So this is the text format. This is the visual format. Which one is easily can understand? Okay, na? The client is understanding only by using with the help of graphs only. So here you can see different types of graphs. So this is the bar chart, this is the donut pie chart, this is the line chart. So these are the cards. Okay, na? So these are the slicers. Okay, na? These are the different kinds of visualization. With the help of the visualizations, okay, na, we can easily analyze the business requirements. We can easily analyze the business requirements. See here. So this will give the some ambiguities. Why? Because this is some raw data. Okay, na? So we can't understand this type of text format. Okay, na? So with the help of diagrams, okay, na? With the help of the diagrams, you can easily understand the our business requirements. Okay, and the next one is, so here comparison between other tools. Okay, na? Here we have different kinds of already I told to you different kinds of business intelligent tools are there. So here the market leading is a Power BI, and next one is Tableau, and the third one is ClickView, and the last one is Looker. Okay, na? So first I am comparing with affordable, that means price. Okay, na? So here the Power BI give them 5-star rating here. Okay, na? So remaining it will give, so Tableau give 3. Okay, na? Click will give 3 and Locker give 2. Okay, na? So only Power BI will give the 5-star rating here. For affordable means price. So that means this is not heavy cost. Okay na? This is the low cost compare with all other BI tools. Okay na? Compare with all other BI tools. Okay na? So Power BI is the very less cost. Very less cost. So that's why in a market everyone choosing Power BI. So this is the first reason. And the second reason is integration. Okay na? So you can easily integrate with different types of sources. Okay na? Like cloud, files, databases. Okay na? Like that you can easily integrate it with different kinds of platforms. Okay na? So here the third one is visualization. So here you can see visualization is also give them 5 5-star rating here. Okay, now visualizations in the sense so here please observe here. You can see here different kinds of visualizations are there. Okay, na? So it is support uh, many visualizations. So here please observe like bar charts are there. Okay, na? And line charts are there, and here pie charts are there, and table also is there. Okay, na? So like that it is support so many visualizations. Okay na? And the next one is scalability. So here regarding the scalability, so it is give the so only this is the disadvantage within the Power BI. Okay na? So except scalability, so it is give the 5-star rating. Okay na? So it is purely support to data modeling also. Okay na? With the help of DAX functions, so we can solve the complex problems. Okay na? And we can easily build the data modeling. Okay, now we will see them what is a data modeling, what is the relationship, what are the types of coordinates. So we will see the in next classes. Okay na? And here very important point is ease of use. Okay na? So this is very user friendly tool compared all other business intelligent tools. Okay na? Power BI is the very user friendly. Okay na? If you are purchasing market, if you are purchasing any product, so you need to remember two things. The first one is price, so the second one is usage. Okay na? For example, if I am purchasing one mobile, so first we will look into the price only. Okay na? So what is the price? So what is the usage? Okay na? Usage means user friendly. Okay na? So we can easily manipulate that product. Okay na? So these two things we can remember. Okay, first one is the price, and second one is the usage. So how to use this application? Okay na? The second one is price. So which cost it is comparing all with other products. So because of these reasons, so we can choose them Power BI. Okay na? So it will become the market leading because of these all categories. Understood? And the
Yes,
next
sir.
one is
Mm.
and the next one is Power BI architecture. Power BI architecture. So here I will show you the diagrammatically. So here let us consider this is the mm, files. So these are the databases. So this one is cloud. So let's take this is the Power BI desktop tool, and this is the service. Okay, na? So this is the architecture of Power BI. So see here. So these are the different kinds of sources are there. Okay, na? Data sources. Okay, na? So here in a real time, the data is not stored in Power BI. Okay, na? So let us open Power BI on empty Power BI desktop tool. So you can see here nothing here, only visualizations are there. Okay, now here there is no data. So choose the blank report. Please observe here. Here there is no data. Okay, na? Here except visualizations. Here there is no data. So data is empty. Okay, na? So how to get the data into the Power BI? So with the help of data sources, with the help of data sources, we can get the we can get the data from the multiple sources, okay, using data connections. Okay, now so let us see here. So here click on the get data. So you can see all the data sources here, for example Excel workbook. Okay, na? And CSV files, databases, clouds. There are different kinds of data sources are there. So with the help of data sources, we can pull the data into the Power BI desktop. Okay, na? So see here, files means Excel file, plot file, that means CSV files, okay, na, PDF. So these are the different kinds of file formats. And second one is databases. Okay, na. So here in market real time, there are different kinds of databases are there, like here SQL server is there, and Oracle is there, MySQL are also there. Okay, na, and PostgreSQL is there. So like there are different kinds of databases are there. Okay, na? So here, and third one is cloud. So here, what are the cloud platforms? So AWS, okay, na? Azure, GCP, okay, na? So like that here, there are different kinds of cloud platforms are there. So we can get the data from any of these ones. Okay, now if you are storing data within the file, you can connect with the Power BI desktop. If you are storing the databases, the data will be stored in the databases. You can connect with the databases. So otherwise, the data is stored in the cloud. So that means, for example, I want to analyze the like Instagram data or Facebook data, whatever it is maybe. Okay, na? So you can connect with the Power BI. Okay, na? You can get the data. So use it with the help of data sources. Okay, na? So first of all, there is no data available within the Power BI. So with the help of these data sources, we can easily get the data into the Power BI. So after coming the data, so you can create the visualization for the business requirements. Okay. So here after loading the data, so here you can mm, after loading the data, so you can create connections, and that means relationships. Okay, now you can establish the relationship, and we can do the ETL process, like filtering the data. Okay, na? So you can remove the unwanted data, and we can create the visuals here. So after completion of all these tasks, so where we can store the data, okay, na? So after creation of the data, so let us take an example. So I'm getting the data from the database. So after loading the database into the Power BI, so I create the I create the relationships, and I am filtering the data, and last one is I create the visualizations. Okay, na, like pie chart, bar chart, whatever it is maybe. Okay, so see here. So here I create this visualization. Okay, now I create this visualization. So this report is where I can store. Okay, now so if you want to see the this report, my client, so where I stored this report. Okay, now so to store the these all the reports. Okay, now so we have some cloud storage area is there, so that is called Power BI service. That is called Power BI service. You can share with the help of mails also, so that is not a good method. Okay, na? So always we can keep your reports within the Power BI service only. So then only client will easily get your reports and easily understand the reports. Okay, na? So So this is the Power BI service. After creation of the visualizations, so we can store all reports within the Power BI service only. Okay, na? So this Power BI service is a one of the web-based tool. Okay, na? So this is the web-based tool. So we will discuss later what is a Power BI service, what is a Power BI desktop. Okay, na? So coming few minutes. No, don't worry. Okay. So this is the Power BI architecture. Okay, na? So let me explain once again. So first of all, so within the Power BI desktop, there is no data available. So here, so we can get the data based on the data sources only. So after getting the data, so we can first, the first step is after loading the data, establish the relationships only. Okay, na? So after establishing the relationship, so you can filtering the data, so using different types of transformations. So here within the Power BI setup, there is a tool. There is a tool. That tool name is called Power Query. The tool name is called Power Query. So with the help of Power Query, so the Power Query is the ETL tool. So with the help of Power Query, we can easily filter the data. Okay, na? So after filtering the data, you can create the visuals. So after creation of the visuals, where we can store all these reports, so within the Power BI service only. Within the Power BI service only, you can share the reports through the mails also, but in real time we did not use that such kinds of methods. Okay, now we can store only Power BI service only. After creation of all the visualizations, okay, now we can store within the Power BI service only. So Power BI service is the one of the web-based application. Okay, got it. So this is the total architecture of the Power BI. Total architecture of the Power BI. So here, how many modules are there? So the first one is a data source module. Okay, na? And the second one is a Power BI desktop module. And the third one is Power BI service module. So with the help of data sources, we can get the data, and with the help of Power BI desktop, we can establish the relationship. We can do the filtering process. We can create the visualizations, and here with the help of Power BI service, we can store all the reports and data sources. Okay, na, not only reports. Here we can store the data sources also. Okay, na? Understood? So understood Power BI architecture.
Yes, sir.
So is there any explanation is required?
No, no.
Please please
Yes.
respond.
No, sir. No.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So that's it. So this is the, so you can see the here Power BI architecture. Okay, na? So see here. So these are all data sources. Like this is the SQL server. Okay, na? So this is the cloud. This is the Hadoop. This is the Azure. This is the Salesforce. Okay, na? So these are all are data sources. Okay, na? So here this is the Power BI desktop. Okay, na? Here there is no link in between data sources and Power BI desktop. Okay, na? So here after creation of the visualizations where we can store the all this data, so within the Power BI service only. So here Power BI gateways also is there. Okay, na? So gateways is nothing but okay, na? So the bridge between online data source and Power BI desktop. Okay, na? If my data source is available, okay, na? uh, if my data source available out of the cloud, okay, now we can use the gateways. We will discuss later what is the gateways, you know. So if our data source is within the cloud, so no need to create the gateways. So this is the one of the major topic, okay, na, in Power BI service. So we will discuss later gateways. And we can access the data. So here our laptops or mobiles also we can see them, da- our visualizations. Okay, na? And the next one is Power BI components. Power BI components. So here mainly mainly there are three components are there. The first one is Power BI desktop, and the second one is Power BI service, and the third one is mobile. Okay, now the first component is Power BI desktop, second component is Power BI service, and the last component is Power BI mobile. So let's start with the Power BI desktop. So here what is a desktop? So desktop is a one of the developer tool. It is developer tool. So which is used to, sorry. So the first task is in Power BI. Okay, na, in Power BI, the first task is collect the data from multiple sources. Okay, na? So this is, and the second one is establish the relations. Okay, na? Establish the relations. So after establishing the relationship, okay, na, you can filter the data or transform the data by using ETL. Okay, now so filtering the data. And the last step is create different kinds of visuals like bar chart is there and line chart is there, uh, pie chart is there. Okay, na? So like that, here we have different kinds of charts are there. So these are the uses of these are the uses of Power BI. Okay, Power BI desktop. So the first one is, okay, na, collecting the data from multiple sources. Okay, na, either it is a files or a databases, okay, na, or cloud, whatever it is maybe. And after getting the data, so we can establish the relation between multiple tables. And after establishing the relationship, so we can do the transformations with the help of ETL tool. Okay, na? So after filtering the data, the last step is create the visuals like bar chart, line chart, pie chart, tables, whatever it is maybe. Okay, na? So based on the user requirements, you can create okay, na, multiple graphs here based in. So user only, okay, na, user only give the required visualization. So I want this chart for this requirement. Okay, na. So I want this filters for this requirement. Okay, na. Don't worry, they will give for the all the business requirements. So based on the requirements, you need to create the visualizations. Okay, so that a topic we will discuss later. Okay, na. So these are the main topics available in Power BI desktop. Okay, na. So Power BI desktop is a one of the developer tool. Okay, na. So here mainly you can keep or remember in Power BI jobs classified into two types. Okay, na. So the jobs mainly classified into two types. The first one is developer jobs. Second one is admin jobs. Okay, na. If you take any kind of jobs real time, for example, if you want to become a SQL developer, so within the SQL also the jobs are classified into two types. Okay, na. So database developer and database admin. Okay, na. So there also two types of jobs are available. Okay, na. So if you choose any technology, okay, na, like Tableau also you take. Okay, na. Anything like operating systems. Okay, now OS like Windows admin also is there, Windows developer also is there, and like cloud platforms. Okay, na. AWS, Azure developer also there, and Azure admin also there. If you take any technology, so the jobs are classified into two types. Okay, na. So the first one is developer jobs, and the second one is admin jobs. Okay, so here, so in mainly the desktop is classified into three parts. Okay, na. Again, Power BI desktop classified into three parts. So the first part is Power Query. Okay, na. So here what is the use of Power Query? Okay, na. So Power BI desktop is classified into three modules. The first module, Power Query. So Power Query is the one of the ETL technology. Okay, na. So here you may ask one question here, sir, what is a ETL? ETL stands for extraction, transformation, loading. Okay, na. So ETL is nothing but extraction, transformation, loading. Okay, na. So this is called ETL. So with the help of ETL, we can extract the data and we can filter the data. Okay, so this is the one of the ETL tool, and here we can filter the data or we can transform the data. So here different kinds of transformations are there. Okay, na? Text transformations, okay, na? Number transformations, like data transformations. Okay, na? So we will discuss later. So this is the use of Power Query. Okay, na? This is the use of Power Query. So I will show you the Power Query. So here first I am loading the data. So here I'm taking the get data. So here I'm taking a notepad data. So here this is the notepad data. So the data source name is sample underscore data. So here you can see the two options. The first one is load and the second one is transform data. So if you are clicking the load directly, it is saved into the Power BI desktop. Okay, now otherwise you can click on the transform data. So if you are click on the transform data, it will directly redirect it into the Power Query. Okay, now so let us see here. So here I'm not clicking the load button. Here I'm clicking the transform data button. Okay, now. Now see here, so this is the Power Query tool. Okay, now so this is the Power Query tool. So you can so within the Power Query you can see the data here. Okay, na? So you can do the all the transformation here. This is the Power Query tool. For example, here I don't want this row ID. You can remove this one. Okay, na? So here I want to adjust the columns. For example, here row id is the first column. Okay, na? I want to change this column uh, here this side. So you can change. Okay, na? So here for example, so here what is the data type here? So here ABC. So ABC stands for, here this is the text format. Okay, na? So okay, no problem. Not that one. I will show you. One more. So here postal code. Okay, now so see here the postal code data type is 123. So 123 means that this is the number format data. So if I want to change the number format to text, so click on the 123 here. So here you can see all the data types here. Okay, now we will discuss later. Okay, so here a decimal number is there, fixed decimal, whole numbers, percentage, date, time, date. Okay, now time, duration, text. Okay, now so here you can see some some data types. Okay, now so now so this postal code is belongs to which data type? Number data type. Okay, now with the help of this Power Query we can change the data type also. Okay, now so here I am changing. So here it is converted into the text format. So ABC stands for text format. Okay, na? So 123 means number format. Okay, na? So here 1.2. So this is the decimal data type. Okay, na? See here, this is the decimal data type. So this is shown calendar symbol. Okay, na? Calendar symbol. So calendar symbol always indicate with the date. Calendar with the clock, date and time. Okay, na? So like this we can do the number of transformations. Okay, now we will see that later. Okay, now you can remove the rows. For example, uh, see here I want to remove some rows. Remove top rows. So here I want to remove the top 100 rows. You can click on this one. So you can remove the top 100 rows. Okay, na? So like that, if you want to sorting this data, for example, so here customer name is there. If I want to sorting data, you can sort. Okay, na, based on the ascending order or descending order, whatever it is maybe. So like that, by using Power Query, we can do all the transformations here. We can do the all the transformations here. So this is the use of Power Query. This is the use of Power Query. Understood?
Yes, sir. It's clear.
Yeah. And the next one is, so the second part is Power View. So the second module is Power View. So with the help of Power View, we can create visuals. We can create the visuals. So let us see the Power View. So this is called Power View. Okay, na? So here by using Power View, we can create visuals. So for example, here there is no data, right? So here I'm click close and apply. So here I'm click on apply changes. So you can see the data source here. Here a number of columns are there. Category, city, country, customer ID, customer name, discount, order date. Like we can see the multiple columns. So now with the help of these columns, this data, we can create the visuals. For example, here let me take this visual. So this is the donut pie chart. So here I want to create region wise sales. Okay, na? So here, so this is the west region. So what is the total sales? Uh, so 7 lakhs is something. Okay, na? So this is the east sales. Okay, na? So this is the central sales. This is the south sales. So like that, you can see the region wise sales. And so let me take one more visual. So this is the table. So you can see the table data also. Okay, na? So region wise, total sales. So like that, you can create the multiple visualizations here with the help of Power View. Okay, na? So this is Power View. Okay, na? So Power View is used to create the visuals. Okay, na? Power View is used to create the visuals. Okay, na? So let me take the table here. So here, like region wise, like subcategory wise profits. Okay, na? So here you can see the table data. So region wise, subcategory wise, I want to find out the total profits. So like that, by using Power View, we can create the different kinds of visuals. Okay, na? So here you may ask one question here, sir. Only Power BI support only these visuals only. Okay, na? You can ask one question. Not only these. Okay, na? Not only these visuals. So apart from these visuals, Power BI support a lot of visuals. Okay, na? So here you can see three dots. Get more visuals. So here get more visuals. So you can you can type here. You can enter your mail ID. So not your Gmail ID, Yahoo mail ID. Okay, now you must require it here one organization mail ID. So no problem. I will tell you later. So how to create the one user mail ID, sorry, or organization mail ID. I will tell you later. So with the help of the organization mail ID, we can get more visuals here. Okay, na? No problem. Not only these visuals, so apart from these visuals, so we can see a lot of visualizations. We will discuss later. So those are called out of the Power BI. Those are called custom visuals. Those are called custom visuals. So this is the regarding about Power View. Okay, na? So with the help of Power View, we can create them visuals. And the last one is the third model is Power Pivot. So Power Pivot is nothing but DAX functions. Power Pivot is nothing but DAX functions. So here, what is a DAX? So DAX is nothing but data analysis expression. Okay, na? DAX stands for data analysis expression. So here there are lot of DAX functions are there. Okay, now if you are familiar with the DAX functions, you can expect with the Power BI. Okay, now if you don't know the DAX functions, okay, now so you will become a zero within Power BI. So that much importance you can give them DAX functions. So here number functions are there, text functions are there, like aggregate functions are there, date functions are there, and filter functions are there, time intelligent functions are there. So like there are a lot of more than like 100 more than 100 DAX functions are there. Okay, na? If you learn these all the DAX functions, okay, na, you become expert within Power BI. Okay, na? And you can easily crack the interviews also. Power BI is nothing but DAX. Okay, in real time also, most of the times we are working with DAX functions only. Okay, now you can work with the remaining also. Like you can use you have to use Power Query also. You have to use Power BI also. But most maximum the complex part is this Power Pivot. Okay, na? So the complex part is DAX function. Okay, na? The complex part is DAX function part. Okay, na? So this is the regarding about Power BI desktop. Power BI desktop. So Power BI desktop having three modules. So the first module is Power Query. So Power Query is a one of the ETL tool. So with the help of ETL tools, we can filter the data, we can transform the data, and we can clean the data. And the second one is Power View. So with the help of the Power View, we can create the visualizations. We can create the visualizations, and apart from the Power BI visualization, so we can download the custom visualizations also. Okay, now with the help of organization mail ID. So the third one is Power Pivot. Okay, now so Power Pivot is nothing but DAX functions. So by using DAX functions, we can solve the complex problems. Okay, na? So here there are different kinds of DAX functions are there, like number functions, or text functions, or string functions, aggregate functions, date functions, filter functions, and time intelligent functions. Okay, na? So this is nothing but Power BI desktop. This is nothing but Power BI desktop. Okay, now, if you have any doubt regarding the Power BI desktop, please ask me. Any questions? Any explanation required?
No, sir. It's
Yeah,
clear.
sir, can you give few examples, sir? Like time intelligent and those things.
Yes. I will give. I will tell you. For example, here number of functions like sine, cos, okay, na? Like seal, floor. So here text functions like um, left, right, mid, okay, na? Here aggregate functions you all are familiar with like count, max, min. So here date functions like year, month, okay, na? And network days like EO month. So here filter function comes to filter functions like filter, okay, na? And all except. So comes to time intelligent functions like
Sir, in filter,
to
greater than, less than will also come, sir. Greater than, less than, equal to, those all those things, right?
no. So those are different, okay, na? Those are operators, equal,
Okay.
not equal, okay, na? In, not in. So those are operators and are. So we will discuss later. So those are the operators. Total YTD, okay, na? Total MTD, total QTD, like dates between uh, so here there are different kinds of time intelligent functions are there. So we will discuss all these things, no problem. So more than 100 functions are there. So we will discuss one by one, no problem. Okay, na? So this is the regarding about Power BI desktop. So these combination of these three modules is nothing but Power BI desktop. Okay, na? Understood?
Yes, sir. It's clear.
So the next thing is Power BI service. So the next Power BI service. So Power BI service is a admin tool. Okay, na? Power BI service is a one of the admin tool. So this is the web-based application. So this is the web-based application. So how to open this web-based application means with the help of yap.powerbi.com. So here I'm not sure. I'm just giving the URL only. Yap dot so powerbi.com. So if you want to log in with the Power BI service, so you must require one organization mail ID. Okay, na? So presently I don't have organization mail ID. So this is having some cost. Okay, na? This is not free. Okay, na? Power BI service is not free. Okay, na? Power BI desktop is free. You can easily download from the Google. Okay, na? No worry. But here the problem is Power BI service is not free. So this is you need to this web application you can purchase. Okay, na? You can purchase. So trial versions also there, free versions. Okay, na? So up to I don't know exactly, or 1 month or 2 months. Okay, na? Maybe 1 or 2 months. It will give the free trial version. I don't know exactly months. Okay, na? So otherwise you can purchase. Okay, na? Otherwise you can purchase, no problem. So that will I think $150. Maybe exactly I don't know that amount also, but we can see how to create the organization mainly, how to use the trial account. Okay, na? So later we will discuss. Presently I don't have that organizational mail id, so after some days I will create. So at the time of creation I will show you how to create a organizational mail id and how to use it for a power based service. Okay, na? No problem. So see here within the Power BI service, so you can do only admin tasks. So that means give the access and give the permission for the required users. Okay, na? And create the scheduling and maintenance the data sources. So these kinds of activities we can perform by admin. Okay, na? That means Power BI service. So already I told to you previously. Okay, na? Power BI jobs are classified into two types. First one is the developer jobs, and the second one is admin jobs. Okay, na? So you can combine within your resume, you can combine these both. Okay, na? You got two calls. So can you can get a developer jobs, and you can get the admin jobs. But here the problem is for admin jobs here very less calls is there. Okay, now within the market a Power BI admin having some less calls compared with the Power BI developer. Okay, now Power BI developer having a huge requirement. Okay, na? And within the market, developer having huge demand, but admin does not that much of capability. Okay, and the last one is Power BI mobile. So here we will discuss only these two things only: Power BI desktop and Power BI service only. Okay, na? We will not discuss about Power BI mobile. Why? Because Power BI mobile is used to show the, or we can see the visualizations only. So that purpose we can use them Power BI mobile. Okay, na? So after sharing the links, after sharing the visualizations, so you can by using mobile we can see only. Okay, na? So this is the read only purpose. Okay, na? So otherwise we can't use. Okay, na? So here we will discuss only Power BI developer part and Power BI admin part. That means Power BI desktop and Power BI service. Okay, na? No need to discuss mobile. Okay, na? So this is the overall regarding about Power BI introduction. Okay, na? Nowadays, so Power BI having huge demand in the market compared to all other tools. Okay, na? I already told to you. So here there are different kinds of remaining tools also there, like Tableau, ClickView, Cognos, Looker, kind of different kinds of BA tools available in the market. But the market leading is the Power BI. So only because of two reasons. The first reason is cost. Compared to all the compared to all the BI tools, so it is give the very cheap cost. And the second one is user friendly tool. Okay, now Power BI is a one of the user friendly tool. So that's why because of these two reasons, so this is the market leading technology. Okay, na? So Power BI introduction is completed. So now we will move to SQL part. Okay, na? So why I am including SQL part here? Okay, na? So if you go for interviews, okay, na? Mm, yeah. Sometimes interviewer start with the SQL questions. Okay, na? So first interviews start with SQL only. Okay, na? Like 60% of 60% of people start with the SQL only. Okay, na? So here the questions are classified into, okay, na? If you go for interview, the questions are classified into th three modules. Okay, na? Like so SQL covering 40%, SQL covering 40%, desktop covering 50%, service covering 10%. Okay, na? So like this, the questions will be partition. Okay, na? Why I'm including SQL means, so in a real time also, so data is coming from uh, most of the times, okay na, in real time most of the times the data is coming from the databases only. If you want to create the visualizations, okay na, so the data is coming from where? Only databases only most of the times. Okay na, 90% the data will be coming from the databases only. So that's why, so apart from the SQL, you must concentrate with, sorry, apart from the Power BI, you must concentrate with in SQL also, right? So that's why you can concentrate within the SQL also. So here the total duration is, okay, na? Power BI total duration is 45 days. Among the 45 days, desktop go for like 3 weeks. SQL are taking 2 weeks, and service is it is taking like 1 or 2 weeks. Okay, na? So this is the overall schedule. Okay, na? So it is taking maybe 1 or 2 weeks. Okay, na? Dependent on the topics. Okay, na? So but it is taking desktop taking must and should 3 weeks. So SQL taking 2 weeks and service taking 1 or 2 weeks. Okay, na? So total it is covering 45 to 50 45 to 50 days. I'm not telling exactly 45 days, so it is approximately in between 45 to 50 days it is taking. Understood?
Sir, I have
Yeah.
one question. So,
Yeah, tell me.
will this be taught based on the real-time projects and the data which is currently going on in the corporate sector? Based on the real-time data, will this be taught and covered to us? Because this is
Yes,
what
yes.
we are expecting actually. Because dump can be accessed and we can get anywhere, but real-time is important. How the real projects are worked in a corporate on based on that data only will be taught, right? Will be teaching us with all this.
So after completion of the Power BI course, so here I will show you three
Yeah.
projects. Okay, na?
Okay.
So the first project is based on the uh, retail data. Okay, na? And the second one is uh, hospital data, and the third one is HR data. So based on, so we don't know, right? In real time we don't know so which data is coming. Okay, na? So that's why, so I am covering with these three type of data. First one is the retail, the second one is hospital data, and the third one is HR data. Okay, na? So HR data means financial financial sector.
Okay.
Okay na? So hospital means healthcare data. Okay na? So this is you all are familiar with the retail data.
Yeah.
Okay na? Some like business like food corporation, like clothes corporation, groceries, whatever it is maybe. Okay na?
Mm, mm,
So I will show you these three type of real-time project. I will show you. Okay.
mm.
So
And
not exactly real-time data. So
yeah.
here I will took 90% same data. Okay na?
Okay. Okay. So,
Okay na?
do you recommend taking this PL 300 Power BI certification Microsoft? How far this is helpful while giving an interview or check this certification? Is it recommended to take?
Yes, yes. So it is very helpful. So PL 300 is it is very helpful for scheduling the interviews. For example, if you go for interviews, so
Yeah.
among 10 members, so you can keep only PL 300 certification. First, first they prefer
Preference will be
only
given
yes,
to
they
data.
give only first certification people only.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, na? So that is very important. Okay, na? We will cover certification question also. No
Yeah. Yeah.
problem.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Yeah.
Any questions? So here you paid only Power BI only, but SQL is free. Why I'm giving free means so without SQL we can't learn Power BI. So Power BI is dependent on the SQL only. Okay, now not only Power BI. So any BI tool is dependent on within the SQL only. Without SQL we can't do anything in business intelligent tools. Okay, na? So that's why first we will start with SQL only. Why? Because so I will show you some two small examples. So here I already told to you DAX functions. So this DAX function is equal to in SQL. So it is covering like number functions in SQL. I'm telling. So here I told you number functions uh, and text functions and date functions. Here you can cover all the functions here. Okay now, not only 100. Okay now, here more than here SQL having some limited functions like 50 30. So here you can expect more than 100. Okay na? So if you learn SQL, you can easily grab these functions. And the next one is here, second concept is data model. So it is equal to in SQL constraints. Okay na, like primary key, foreign key, unique, check, not null, default. Okay na, with the help of primary key, foreign key, we can establish the relation between multiple tables. Okay na, so the in in Power BI we can call it a data model. So in SQL we can call it is constraints. Okay na, concepts are same, but terminologies are different. And the second one is here merge query is there, and here joins. So equal. Okay na, in Power Query you can call it as a merge query, and in SQL you can call it as a joins. Okay na. So like this if you are learning SQL, you can easily understand the Power BI concept. You can easily understand the Power BI concept. Okay na. So it is very helpful for the interviews also. In real time also, most of the times we are working with the SQL only. Why? Because always 90% of time the data is coming from the database only. Okay na. So why? Because always if you have some data, if you have s- some information, definitely we are going to store somewhere else. So that storage area name is called database. So tomorrow we will discuss, okay, now what is a data, what is a information, what is a database, how many types of databases are there, okay, na? So what is the use of database, so which database we are going to use, okay, na? So these kind of things, so we will discuss tomorrow class. Got it? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that's it for demo class. Okay, na? So if
Sir,
you
you will be giving us dumps and all and data for practice, right? After
yes,
the
yes,
sessions.
definitely I will provide. I have multiple data sources are
Yeah,
there,
yeah, for practice.
like hospital data is there, like retail data is there, like HR data is there. Okay, na? So
Okay.
if you want anything, I will provide. Okay, na? Not only dump. So I will give material. Okay, na?
Yeah, study materials.
Yeah, study materials. Okay, na? So
But
they
to
will provide.
access the Power BI, so we need this, as you said, like organization email ID, and also you will be giving any email IDs for us to get into the Power BI and
Yes,
access.
yes. Yes, yes. I will provide. Okay, na. So
Mm.
while discussing Power BI service, okay, na. So the
Mm.
first topic is how to create the organization mail ID. Without organization mail ID, we can't enter into the Power BI service. So the
Yeah.
first step is how to create the organizational mail ID. So
Okay.
with the help of Office 365, with the help of Office 365, we will create one dummy organization mail ID.
Okay.
So we can enter it into the, so with the help of that organization mail ID, we can enter into the Power BI service. No problem. I will tell
Okay.
you.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
Hmm.
Thank you, sir.
Any questions? Any questions? Paninder, any questions?
Oh, no, sir. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, understood.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So tomorrow we will start with SQL. So that is having 2 weeks of time. Okay, na? So why I am starting with SQL means, so if you are familiar with SQL, you can easily that concept you can easily convert it into Power BI only. Okay, na?
Is it SQL Server or SQL, sir? We are going to cover.
SQL server. Okay, na? So SQL is the part of the SQL server. SQL server
Oh,
is the database. Okay. So within the SQL server database, SQL is one part.
okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So you are going to actually like help us with the accessing the SQL Server and SSIS those things, or
SSIS we won't provide. Sorry for that. Okay, now no need to learn SSIS. So SQL is required. Enough. SQL is enough. More than enough SQL. Okay.
okay, sir.
So I will give practice questions every day. I will give task. Okay, na? I will give you tasks. Okay, na? 5 to 10 tasks I will give you. No problem.
Okay, sir.
So tomorrow we will discuss how to download the SQL server, how to install the SQL server. So we will discuss tomorrow class.
Okay, sir. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, na? So thank
But
you. No
sir,
worry.
as
Uh,
per the industry requirement, so only the SQL will be taught, whatever is needed for the Power BI, only that will be taught, but not the complete SQL.
yeah, I will provide on 90% SQL knowledge.
Yeah,
Okay, na? So
yeah,
whatever the knowledge is required for the Power
Power
BI,
BI, yeah.
so that much of capability I will give. Okay,
Okay,
na? So don't worry. You can
okay.
if you learn SQL, you can easily crack them within 4 5 interviews. Okay, na? Without SQL, you can't
Yeah, yeah.
crack the interviews.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
na?
Okay, got it.
So I will tell you damn sure. Without SQL, you can't crack the interviews.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Thank you, sir. Okay.
Yeah, thank you. That's it for today class. So tomorrow we will connect with same time. Okay, na? 8 8 a.m. Okay, na? Thank you. That's it for today class.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.